Hey guys, it's Brooke. So today I'm going to be telling you about the time I tried aerial silks. So I can't remember the exact date, so I will put it up here somewhere when it happened. um, so I have a friend that my husband used to work for, um, and he did aerial silks. And I had been thinking about it because I remember the first time I ever saw somebody doing aerial silks was when I was in elementary school. And I want to say it was like the second grade or the fourth grade, I think the fourth. But we went to a circus as a field trip, and I remember seeing a lady doing the aerial silks. There was a lot going on at the same time, mind you. There was like these guys riding dirt bikes and a big metal ball, and then there was some lady doing like acrobats on an elephant's back while it was walking around, and then a lady on red aerial silks over on the left. And it was all happening at the same time. But like, mind you, all this other crazy stuff was happening. I could not take my eyes off of the aerial silks. So I just always thought it was really beautiful, and I kind of wanted to try it. But I've always told myself no my entire life because I've been bigger. And it's one of those things where I just said, well, that's not for big people, or big people don't do that, or I can't do that. And this last couple years has been really about growth for me. And part of that is doing things that make you a little bit uncomfortable or out of your comfort zone. So I just decided I'm going to do it. So I contacted this friend, and he linked me to one of his friends that taught aerial silks. So I got a hold of her, and we scheduled a time for me to come and take a class. So I thought it was really cool. But there were some red flags kind of early on. The person that I was supposed to take the classes with seemed a little bit hard to get in contact with. There were times that she wouldn't respond for like a day or two. And I get people are busy, so I just kind of let that slide. But then the day of the class came. I was terrified. And it was going to be at a kind of like a parkour gym, I guess, with trampolines and different obstacles and stuff. So I went in. I got there like 10 minutes early, and it was kind of scary once you got inside because it was like open gym day. So Tesla. So there were kids everywhere jumping on the trampolines, into foam pits, going crazy. And I felt really out of place because there were no adults participating. Any of the parents, there was like a room upstairs with glass windows, or plexiglass probably, but the parents could sit up and kind of spectate. So I was just kind of standing down there waiting for this lady to show up and teach me. So I was there for like a half an hour just standing there awkwardly. She showed up 20 minutes late, and I was gonna pay $20 for an hour session, which doesn't seem unreasonable when it's a very niche like skill like that. So I was very intimidated already, and then she came in and she was with a man, and they both smelled really strongly of alcohol, like really strong. And she seemed really nice. Like, I don't think she's a bad person or anything, but it's very unprofessional to show up late for something you're being paid for, drunk especially. And she said she had fallen asleep in the parking lot, which probably means that she got super wasted and passed out in the parking lot. But I just kind of like, I was already there and I wanted to do it, so I was like, okay, we'll just, maybe this isn't a normal thing. So we started into the lesson, and she was pretty cool, but I don't think she was trying to teach me like I was her size, and she was very tiny. I mean, probably maybe 120 pounds, and probably not even, maybe 100. She was really small, and she was like probably 5 foot tall. She was very short too. But she made it look so easy, so I like got excited and thought I was gonna do good. And I did not realize how hard it would be for me. At the time, I was 250 pounds. Just to get up on that, like standing in the knot that you tie around your foot, and then holding yourself up vertical, was so incredibly difficult. My arms were shaking just trying to hold myself up. Which that's not any of her fault. I'm kind of glad she didn't treat me special, I guess. But I really struggled, but it was very fun and at the same time. And then I learned to do one of the things where you like lean forward and arch your back, so you're kind of like, you look like a bird or a swan or something. And I'll put a picture up here. I felt very powerful in that moment that I was doing that. Something I never thought I would do. Tesla sees himself in the camera. You look so grumpy. What are you doing? You want to see? Oh, please don't knock the tripod down. He's sick right now, so he needs extra love. But yeah, I really enjoyed the class, even though it was not the best experience I could have had. I would go to another one if I could find somebody a little bit more professional, I guess. I kind of would like to try, I know there's like a yoga now where you hang in silks, and I would kind of like to try that if I can find an affordable class. But a lot of things like that, because they are kind of niche, are very expensive, and yeah, I'm cheap, so that was my experience with Arial silks. Please let me know if you've ever tried it, or if there's a certain type of class, like if you know what I'm talking about, that you would recommend looking into, because I think it would be fun. I'd love to see if anybody watching this actually does them. Please send me a video on Instagram at bettering_Brooke_, I think. I would love to see you doing it. I just think it's such a beautiful art. And same with pole. Like, I could never do pole dancing. But I really think it's super cool to see how powerful people are. And yeah, I have a lot of respect for people that do those kind of arts. So yeah, that was my story. I hope that you enjoyed it, maybe got a laugh out of it. That picture is still a super cool thing for me to see, like, because I relive that feeling of like flying and being powerful every time I see it. So please, if you're considering trying it, don't tell yourself no just because you're a little bigger.